My house is a literal mess. I don't even know how I let it get this crazy. The desk isn't bad, which is fine, but you know. Originally it was $300 and I got it on sale for $75, all because of like having this little bump, I guess. I don't know. I think I'm gonna paint it green and hang it up in my stairway. Currently I have this set up on the stairs and the wall, and I really like it, but I think I'm gonna put that mirror here because it's so heavy. I'm really worried to put it on this wall here and then it crash and fall down on the stairs. I think it'll look good here in between the candlestick sconces, or what do you call those? Whatever, the thing that holds the candles. I think it'll look really good here. My plants are looking really good. Chewy has missed me. I've been gone for a couple days and he's been really clingy. Huh, honey? Yes. And I thought this plant was gonna die as soon as I put it in this corner, because the only light source I have is that tall window up there. That's technically on the second floor, but I think it's okay. I got my Disney store haul. I got the Halloween hat, which I absolutely love, and I got the Sanderson Sisters Hocus Pocus shirt, and I also got the Mickey, Donald, Goofy Halloween shirt. I finally got my ghost dog with pumpkin from Pottery Barn, and I absolutely love him. He's so cute. I'm gonna have the whole collection, I think, except for the bat. From Goblin and Ghoul, and it's like a cat ghost. I'm so in love with it. Oh my gosh, I love the little pink paws and the pink cheeks. It's so cute. Yeah, I don't know. I think that people are going crazy for this stuff, obviously, because so many people are into Halloween, and they're just coming up with really cute decor right now, which I love. I got these on Amazon, which are like under the sink storage things. I guess you could use them anywhere, not just under the sink. So here is my Goodwill haul. I found this big Groot that I really am obsessed with. Not sure where he's gonna go, but I really like him a lot. And then I found this wooden pumpkin that's really cool. It looks like someone handmade it, and you know, I think it'll be good for having like candy or maybe some other sweet treats in there. And then I found this mini ceramic pumpkin that is cute with the leaves and stuff on top. I really love the ceramic things right now. And I got this bottle that I might decorate and put a sticker or label on that's kind of like potion related, and I'll fill it with maybe glitter or something funny like that. And then this thing is like an old school sifter. I don't know if it's real antique or vintage or whatever, but I really like the pattern, and I'm really into tin things. I have a bunch of tin stuff that I'm gonna display probably on a shelf eventually. And this thing looked so retro, and I'm really thinking about using it and decorating it with as a jack-o'-lantern, but kind of old school, and putting like a face, maybe, because inside it has fabric, and maybe putting some fabric on the top, but we'll see. I think this is just gonna be really good to decorate with. And this big, huge, crazy paddle that I have no idea what it's for, but I am so in love with this. I cannot believe I found this at Goodwill. And it does have like a sticker on there that has a pattern, and it says it's from Indiana. So I'm so excited about this. I'm gonna hang it in my kitchen. And yeah, it's just, this is my favorite find from there. My second favorite find from Goodwill is this picture frame, I guess, that is really cool. It opens up with these doors. This looks like something you would find at Hobby Lobby, and it probably did come from there, but I mean, I don't really know. So yeah, I'm really into going antiquing and looking at resale shops, Goodwill, Salvation Army, anything that has old things, and like to repurpose things and Sometimes I just use it as is. All of this is great. Originally, the reason I went to Goodwill was to get pictures because I'm trying to do that thing where people are buying landscape pictures and I'm like painting a ghost and I want to paint my own little ghost in there. I found nothing there, but I did find some good things at Hobby Lobby on sale. This is one of the pictures that I got from Hobby Lobby that was on sale for $3.79. You cannot beat that. And I think the wood and this kind of looking faded and foggy is going to go so good with the spooky little ghost. I mean, I might put multiple ghosts in there. I haven't decided, but this is just amazing for the price. So I absolutely had no intention of getting this huge picture at Hobby Lobby, but it was 90% off of $90. So I ended up paying like 10 bucks. It was a good deal. It's not very good lighting, but it's a barn with a huge tree in the front, and I'm gonna put like a spooky little ghost maybe underneath the tree or behind the barn in the back, just creeping looking. And I'll probably hang this on my big wall by the stairs, but I'm so excited and I just really hope that I don't mess up. I mean, how hard can it be to paint a ghost? I feel like if you just paint a white blob and two black dots for the eyes, that should be good enough, right? I mean, I am somewhat artistic. I have some artistic ability, but I don't know. I overthink it and I'm like, well, what if we need a little shading here? And what if it needs to be a different kind of white, like a little bit of gray? We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna try my best. The rest of my Hobby Lobby haul included the gingerbread stuff. Now, I already got a whole bunch of gingerbread stuff last time, but I saw these little mini houses that I had to have with a Santa and a little gingerbread man and then a little snowman. And of course, it's Hobby Lobby, so all their Christmas stuff is already out. And I got these kind of waffle cone, I don't know, trees that have these cute little gumballs or whatever you want to call them, colorful candies. And then I got these little mini Marvel characters. They're ornaments that can go on my tree. I just put the little ones and the big ones on my same pre-lit tree. And then last time I mentioned to my boyfriend that they had these donut ornaments, and I'm like, they're really cute, but I don't know if you'd really want them. And he had this look on his face like, excuse me, why didn't you get those? So they had one box left. I grabbed them. There's 4 of them. They're so cute. I think they're kind of like styrofoam or something, really light. And then I got these really cute fox socks. They're for kids. And I'm gonna get this to my niece just as like a little present for her. I like to send her things whenever I find something I think she'll like. And then I got this for the door. It's so cute. It's like bells, but they're ceramic. I already have a bunch of stuff that you can put on the doors that make noise, but this is just so pretty, and I think it'll last for a really long time. Of course, I went to one of my favorite stores in the entire world, which is Home Goods, and I got these really cute ceramic houses. They're very whimsical and they're just perfect. I love little houses that are decor, at least. And you're supposed to put candles in the back. I assume tea light candles, especially for these small ones. I mean, I guess you could put a taller candle. Well, no, because that opening is not very big, but I think you just put a tea light candle in there. And it's supposed to light up and look really cute. I mean, I love it even without the candle. But yeah, this says Howlin' Mansion, so it's perfect for Halloween. And this one's gonna be good for fall. The pumpkin pie cottage with a little cat. And this one, the turning leaf. Oh my gosh, I love these so much. And I have a bunch of other ones that I already bought from Home Goods about a week ago, I think. Okay, so when it comes to decorating, my boyfriend usually doesn't have an opinion one way or the other about, you know, how to decorate things. Now, that being said, I do always involve him and ask him his opinion, even though I pretty much know that he's just gonna say whatever you want, or if he really cares, then he'll voice it. So while I was with my grandma, we were shopping at her Home Goods in San Diego, and I found these two pumpkins with faces that I think he's absolutely gonna love. They are so unique and I adore them. Can you believe it? Oh my gosh, look at this face. Just like everything about it. The little like crow's feet on the eyes, the really like thick eyebrows, the nose, I mean the little wrinkles on the cheeks, and these like pretty big lips. I love it so much, and it like twirls up here. And then here's the other one. Oh my god, I love these so much. The pair of them are so fun. Like I don't know. This is like the Halloween decor that I love. We also went to this shoe store and I found these really cool socks. I got 2 pairs for my boyfriend. This one is planets, and well, I think it's all planets, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure that's Saturn. That's the Earth with the moon. Ooh, is Neptune the red one? I don't remember my planets. I kind of feel ashamed about that. I also got the basketball with the hoop because my boyfriend plays basketball and he used to play in high school. And then I got these 2 for me. I've been very into black cats ever since I went to Boston and we took the train to Salem. I've just like really gotten a lot of different black cat stuff. And these are lavender. I'm into gardening and they're really soft. I guess they're bamboo. At least mine are. So my favorite are these ceramic decor items. This is a bat and this is a ghost holding a bat. And this is them light up. They're so cute. I also got these little bottles with the poison, witch's brew, and vampire venom. It's so silly, but I just love little vials of things, and you know, it's just filled with silly stuff. My favorite one is these bones. They look like little candy, honestly, but... And continuing from my thrift shop and resale shop haul, I got these 2 wood/mushroom salt and pepper shakers that are so unique. I've never seen anything like it. And continuing from my love of the houses, I found this at a resale shop, and it actually is a Heather Goldmine house, which are those houses that I got at Home Goods. And as soon as I saw it, I knew right away it's just the same style and everything, and it's so cute. I love it. I hope I find more of these. I would love to have more in this size because this is a smaller size than the other ones I got. I also got this pumpkin that I'll put probably some tea lights in. And I got this really pretty jewelry box for a friend, and I think she'll really like it. She's been needing a jewelry box. And I also got this at Goodwill. It's, I think, a tea box, but I was thinking about decorating it by putting a bunch of moss and maybe some stones around it. And I don't know, I'll just put something in it. Another project. Finally, my last 2 pieces that I got. This is so cool. It definitely had a purpose. I'm not sure what the purpose was, but what I'm thinking about doing is, obviously it hangs up on a wall. I'm thinking about taking this part right here and putting a plant in it, because it did have on the sticker that it was a planter. I don't think that that was its original purpose. Maybe it was, I don't know. But I love that idea, so I'm going to put a plant in there, and yeah, I think it's going to look really pretty with the mirror. But look at this design, and look at it on the mirror. It is so cool. And this was the best thing that I got down there at a resale / antique shop, and it is a small little table that has an option of lifting this glass part, and you could put things underneath it. So, update on these organizers for under the sink. They don't fit, at least one of them can't fit underneath the kitchen sink because my drainage pipe goes too far to the right and it blocks this backside from going in. So I'm gonna see if maybe I can use them down here, because this has always been kind of full of mostly my Bath and Body Works stuff, and I'm hoping maybe this will help organize it and make it look a little bit better. I think it looks better. I mean, it is a little more organized because I don't have everything so stuffed in there, and this is kind of nice to be able to open that. This is so heavy that it's probably not a good idea to open it. But yeah, I mean, I guess I had it pretty organized beforehand too, but maybe this forces me to kind of clean it out and realize exactly what I have, so I stop buying the same thing and more in bulk. But now I have the problem of figuring out where I'm going to put all of my wallflower refills. Okay, it is the next day, and did I do anything more than what I showed you guys already? No. Today I did organize my stuff in nice piles so that I could see what my fall was, my Halloween, and what my Christmas stuff was. And then I also have a pile of decor, and eventually I'm gonna have a pile of donations, selling, getting rid of, because my place is just way too full of things. And it's so hot that I have the fan going on from the kitchen to the garage. So here I have the pile of things to go through decor wise. I have a lot of smaller paintings and pictures to go through. This also technically is part of decor as well. Those are old Beanie Babies. Not sure what I'm doing with those yet. Here is my Christmas haul, I guess. And then back here is my small fall haul. It's cute. And then here are all of my Halloween houses. Well, I guess some of them are fall too, that I got from Home Goods. They're so cute. I love them so much. Like, you don't understand how much joy these bring me. Like, this is just the cutest thing I've ever seen. I like want to leave them out all year round. Is that weird to leave that out? Do you ever just like buy way too much and then go through and decide like, oh, you know, I don't really need this, I don't really need that? Well, for me, putting it in piles like that really shows me like, okay, this is what you have. This is what you have to store eventually. So do you have the room for it? Number one. Number two, is it really something you're going to keep for, you know, for a long time? Because I'm not into just buying it for the year and then tossing it or getting rid of it. That's wasteful, at least for me. So putting in the piles like that, really good idea. You can see everything clearly, see what you have. And if you're to the point where you buy something and you're like, oh, I don't remember if I bought that, that's probably a sign that you've gotten too much. And I have been in that territory many times, especially with small, little, tiny things. I don't know why I can't remember that stuff, but if it's like the smaller, the less I remember that I got it. Weird. Okay, so everything is packed away. All of the Halloween's packed away. Christmas is not packed away yet, but that's because I have to go underneath the stairs in the Harry Potter closet and pull out the bins, if there's even any room. But I do have all of my stuff that I don't know what I'm doing with, decor, paintings, knickknacks, all of that to go through. I kind of just laid everything out on the table, and these are all a mix of things, old things, new things, stuff that I just haven't gotten around to putting up. I have my donation pile underneath here, and I also have these bins to go through as well, but also have decor, probably some kitchen stuff too. And I have all of these bags underneath here. I mean, when you're like cleaning out things and going through stuff, it really is hard to let go, especially if you have sentimental attachment to it or you've had it for a long time. But I just keep telling myself that it's not doing me any good to keep it if I am going to be stressed out about it and it takes up too much room. And if it's things that I'm not going to really miss, but you know, it's nice to have, but it's like, you know, why am I really keeping it? I need to get rid of it. If it's things that I know that I love, but I just don't want to display it right now, I'm going to keep it. So it's really like a battle, but I think it's important to make sure that you take your time and really think about why you're keeping things. I have helped a lot of people move and pack their things, go through stuff, organize. I've helped my family members do this, I've helped friends do this, and the one thing that is always the hardest is when someone sees something and it like triggers a memory, and it's really hard for them to decide what to do with it. I understand though. I have a hard time letting go of things as well, especially the older that I get. And if you're somebody who likes to collect stuff, it's really hard to let go of things. But I think you get to a certain point where it just doesn't matter, and it just doesn't make sense to keep all that stuff anymore. So I took down my tapestry, I guess that's what you call it, my hanging tapestry that used to be here. I'm going to be putting in my mirror. That's the tapestry. Is it a tapestry? What the heck is this called? I don't really know, but it has all of these different plants and these names on the bottom, which, you know, I've never really stopped to look and read and kind of identified everything, which would probably be a fun thing to do, but it's kind of in the middle of the landing, so it doesn't really make sense to just stop there. So I'm thinking about putting this somewhere where I can sit and actually enjoy it and look at all of the plants. Let's see, the first one we have is a Gui, G-U-I. I'm not pronouncing that right. And that is this plant here, the little white buds. Buds? Maybe they're berries. I don't know. You know, it might be fun to kind of like Google actual pictures and see how close these paintings are to the pictures. Be kind of fun to see. I used to have a hanging plant here, pretty much the same as these other two. I decided that I would put it here. So this is the mirror slash whatever this thing's supposed to be used for. I didn't realize that some of these leaves were turning yellow, like this one here, but you know, that's okay. It has tons of leaves, and I never knew this, but as soon as I moved this plant over here, I was like, oh, look at all these tiny little leaves on there. They were all like wrapped in the plant, so I thought it was just a bunch of like little leaves growing in there, but then I pulled them out and I realized, no, it's like one long huge vine. So I'm getting tons of these. Like, I think I have, well, not tons, but I think I have like 3 or 4, and they're so cute. They're like little baby leaves. So it's probably a good idea that I move this here, because it's going to get a lot more sun from the office. And I mean, is that not the cutest thing ever? So I'm kind of looking now, at least from the top of the stairs, this mirror hanging there. I already have the 2 wooden sconces, which are already kind of on the darker side. Looks good up against the wall color, I think. I'm thinking if I put this mirror in the middle there, it might be too dark. I don't know. I'm like debating right now. I was so in love with the idea of painting it green, maybe, I don't know, being really crazy and bold, and maybe I'd paint it like a brighter color. I don't know. I'm not that brave, but definitely the green was in mind. And then I'm like, no, this is such a good color up against the wall. But I think with the sconces with it, it's almost too much, too dark. So I think I am gonna proceed with painting it green. And if it's really that bad, I guess I could just paint it dark again. And, you know, and I can also paint it a darker green, which is an option. This is me in a nutshell. I am so indecisive about everything. Something that should take someone like 5 seconds to do takes me 20 years. That's an exaggeration, but that's exactly how I feel. I don't know. It's been a long day. I will say that. I am a little tired, a little sweaty, a little overworked, but life is good, and we just keep persevering. I'm mostly hot because I've been working in that garage, which has been a whole ordeal in itself. I started off by having everything all organized, and I was separating things, and I had Halloween and Christmas and stuff for decoration, and then come to find out the shower pipe from my upstairs shower is leaking into my garage. And so I pretty much had to halt everything for that. And I'm in the process of working on that, but I'm also working on stuff in the garage. But it kind of involves me working on stuff in the house. So it's like I can't finish one area without like having to put my hands in the other area. And it's just a lot of work. And it's overwhelming. And that's kind of the way it is, isn't it? Life. I will say that just having that wall hanger with the plant inside, having the plant hanger put up on the wall with the plant inside of it, seeing the beautiful leaves and seeing how the sun hits it has made me like so happy and has made me feel somewhat accomplished, and it's giving me motivation to keep going. So I think my next project is going to be painting this mirror, but I'm just gonna go with it. I don't want to put that mirror down there to have to like bring it back up because it's kind of heavy. So I'm just gonna go with my gut instinct of it needs to go green, and that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so here is the mirror, and this is what I've done so far. I don't know, I'm liking the color. I think this is leftover paint that I had from, it's wall paint actually, but I don't know, I like it. It's called Moss or something. I don't know, let me see. It's called Moss Cottage. So I think I'm just gonna paint it all this color, and if I don't like it, I'll just paint it something else. You know, what's the big deal, right? Okay, we're halfway through. Well, not really halfway. I have all the edges to get, but we're like making progress. And so far, I really like the color. I'm really not so, I'm not so worried about making it perfect. I think that having a little bit of the black in there mixed with more of the green, it's like already distressed anyways. I think it'll look really good. Okay, here it is. Could I have done better? Probably. Do I care? No. But I love the color. I think it's really good.